Hello. It is Saturday, December 20th, and I'm just getting home from the event earlier today. And check my stories. I will, as soon as I have the link, post the link to the sound bath that was really awesome this afternoon. And congratulations to This Is Where I Land podcast. I'll tag their Instagram in the comments. It's really nice and refreshing to, gray hair will let you know that I'm older, right? So I'm 56 years old at this point in time, and it's just really nice and refreshing to be around young energy and to see 20 somethings. I think is probably the age group, maybe 30, early 30s, and just to see the maturity in thought and wavelength and those kinds of things. I really love that, and to be able to be in an environment where I might be the oldest person, but I don't feel necessarily out of place. So I did enjoy it. Basically, the point is that no matter what your age differences are, when you resonate with people, you resonate. And I haven't listened to all the podcast episodes yet of This Is Where I Landed. I've listened to several, many of them where Faye has been a guest on the podcast, and I really like what the Shayla, the podcaster, talks about in her podcast. So again, I'll link that in the comments to check out her podcast. She had given us also a nice little gift basket or gift bag. And I think it's interesting that some of the things in here is just the wavelength that I was on this morning in talking about gratitude. And there's some other things in here. I am confident, pin, and some other nice little things in the gift bag. A little Bible book and some stickers with some Christian quotes on it. And I am definitely going to add this to my key ring, which is a I am grateful key ring band. I am grateful. Just to continue to anchor that. I feel like I received confirmation from the universe today saying, yes, stay on that wavelength. And, even in the case of being grateful for people, places, and things, that's also not to spiritually bypass my feelings if something is bothersome or something that I don't like. There are even people, places, and situations where it's like, on the one hand, I love somebody tremendously and they've done so much for me and we've done so much together and all the things, but at the same time, there could also be things that bother me that are not okay. And so anyway, just a reminder that two things can be true. And I may talk a little bit more about that in another vlog, but that wasn't the purpose of coming on today. Really, the purpose was to talk about the sound bath and the event today. And as usual, Faye did her thing. I came in with a serious monkey mind. My mind was going 1,000 miles a minute. And even yesterday, Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith, he did a World Meditation Day talk with Shaka Khan, Gail King, and a couple other people. And they were talking about going into meditation and having the monkey mind, and that you just keep going, you keep at it, and you keep up the discipline of the practice even when your mind is going. And so my mind was going all different directions during the sound bath, but what was really wonderful and what I really love and appreciate about Faye specifically, I've been to quite a few sound baths, and what I appreciate about her sound baths is that she infuses her own brand of how she does sound baths, and the not only the instruments and the sounds that she includes from raw instruments, but also the playlists that she curates and the affirmations and the opening prayer. I'm not sure if she called it a prayer, but the way she opens and closes the sound baths, so even though I had the monkey mind, she continuously helped bring me back to the present, and I feel much more relaxed this afternoon or evening. Although on my way home, I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to get home and talk about the sound bath event today." And like I said, it was also just nice to be around young energy, young in age, but not young in maturity, and to yuck it up and have fun. There was charcuterie and little drinks after, and it was nice. And so anyway, I think also too, speaking of universe and confirmation, it's interesting that I was talking about great bosses and great leaders and all the things, and I received a card in the mail today from a former boss of mine. Over 30 years. I mean, this would have been like back in 1989, I think she hired me and promoted me, I want to say 2 or 3 times within her department. And then after she left, I led her department. And so shout out to Doobie for the wonderful Christmas wishes and everything that she's doing to continue to raise funds and awareness for I think it's multiple sclerosis. As many times as she sent me stuff, I need to do better about honoring her and her support for like I said, I believe it's multiple sclerosis. Anyway, I'll look it up and put that in the comments as well. But to shout out to my former boss Doobie for sending me a wonderful year-end update. And also too, I just want to shout out my mom, who sent me a beautiful Christmas card. Like, I know that people don't generally send cards anymore. There's a whole card section in the store, so some people must send cards, but I rarely ever receive a Hallmark card. But my mom loves to send cards, so I try to make sure I send her a card as well. But her card says, "Dear daughter, my wish for you is that you'll always know a little bit more today than you knew yesterday about life, about yourself, about what you can do and create in this world." Oh, I'm getting emotional. And then she says, or then the card says, that you'll keep moving forward toward your dreams, even if it's just one small step or idea at a time. Woo, woo, woo. That touches my heart. My mom and I sometimes, sometimes we're good. Sometimes we don't always see eye to eye, but I do appreciate that she always tries. And so anyway, I'm going to let it go at that. Okay, so I had to pull myself together. But yes, to confirm, it is the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. And what I also want to say is, what's interesting to me is that I receive support and love and care and concern from people that, like Doobie, who I haven't seen probably since the late 90s, which is over 30 years ago. And it's just interesting to me that I've said a lot about, I'll walk away and I'll do this and I'll do that and blah, blah, blah. And a lot about my preferences and this and that or the other. But also, too, speaking of gratitude, is that I really appreciate all of you all who continue to support me as I go on this journey of vlogging and expressing my true feelings and the vulnerability and all the things. Like, I really, really appreciate that. And I appreciate, seeing the view counts and seeing people are watching. I'm not saying it's 1 million people. It's not even 1,000 people. Sometimes not even 100 people. But those of you who are watching, like, I really appreciate y'all, and I really appreciate your encouragement. And, I really want to shout out a person like Faye also, who, even if we don't, are not always talking and communicating with each other, she's always given me or always, not always, but often giving me support and encouragement on social media, which I appreciate. I appreciate that about her. And I also want to do the same in terms of like showing reciprocity, like people who rock with me and people who support me, like giving them that same energy and that same level of support. So I want to say that about Faye. I appreciate that about her. And I also want to say thank you to Allison and Tina. They know who they are. These are friends that, okay, so Allison I did see in 2022, I think it was, when I was in the Bay Area. But otherwise, I have not seen Allison since we graduated high school, maybe in 1987. Like, that's how long ago it has been. And Allison and Tina both were, at different points in time, my best friends in high school. And a lot of times I don't even remember what happened in high school because I was fucked up. Like, I was drinking a lot and and getting high. And like, I don't remember a lot, but they still rock with me. They still support me. And they still, even now to this day, even if I'm not good about keeping in touch with them or anything. And it's just like, wow, it's really wonderful when you could look at certain people and just go, wow, you know what? I really appreciate you and I appreciate your support, even if I don't know how to offer the same support in return. So I also want to give a shout out to Fatima, who is often, she's a family friend, but she's often also very supportive. And so, my point is, today is, I guess, Gratitude Day. Tomorrow might be something else, but today is Gratitude Day. And so I just appreciate those of you who support me and allow me to speak my truth, however it comes out and however raw it is. I mean, I know probably people don't get on Instagram and TikTok and make 15-minute videos, but it's like, I don't care. That's the way I want to do it. And, I also post it on YouTube and get less views on YouTube because I don't have the same number of subscribers, but it's cathartic for me. And it feels really good to have support. And I just want to express my gratitude to all of you for that as well. Plus, today, I just wanted to sit in this chair and talk from this chair. And, it's a wonderful day. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Hakuna Matata, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate, happy. I realized I made a mistake about doobie. I said late 90s. I meant early 90s.